Hey, what's up, all? It's Wardrobe Play Sports here, and I just want to give a Week 7 results of the 1983 second season of the Toilet Bitchin' Football League since 1982. All right, Ryan coming into Muncie Explosion, looking for a road victory to help him in the standings. Well, you can see the end result. That didn't happen. This was an interesting game. The very first drive from Muncie, though, started out with a 6-6-6 TD run. Boom. 0-7 Muncie over Rhineland, but Ryan did immediately come back. I don't know what my notes say there, but it was a field goal, so 3-7. Muncie got a field goal near the end of the first half with a making it 3-10, and Ryan ended the half with a fumble end of half, 3-10 going into that. Ryan got the kickoff, and that drive got them a touchdown, tying it up 10-10. Muncie came back immediately and got a thing to get them back in the lead, 10-13. And then a field goal there in the fourth quarter. Not a whole lot big happened in this game, making it 10-16, a punt and a desperation play for a final play that did not happen for Muncie. I'm sorry, for Ryan. Ryan Showboats go across the sea and have a loss in Muncie, so making it 10-16, give Muncie a win. Milwaukee, you can see the result here. Now, Milwaukee was the fourth seed coming into the season, but they were in second place coming into this. Both them 5-1 coming into the final first to wrap up the first week. So both 5-1. Milwaukee they've not played yet. So Milwaukee going into Tulsa could be a good game. You can see what happened there. Milwaukee into Tulsa. Tulsa got the first kickoff, and they got the field goal starting out 0-3, a 5-5-5. So we had a 6-6-6 in the first one, a 5-5-5 in the second one, and it's a TD pass for Milwaukee, making it 7-3. Then we had a 2-4-5 re-roll, making a re-roll for Tulsa. So then they got a field goal. I was like, okay, this is going to be a big game. So 7-6, going back and forth all the times there. Then Milwaukee fumbled. Tulsa had to bunt, and then Milwaukee wrapped up that first quarter with a touchdown, so making it 14-6. So pretty good scoring game there, and it stalled out. We had a fumble, a punt, a fumble, punt into half, 14-6 going into the half. Milwaukee would start the third quarter, and there were only 4 drives in the third quarter, and that started out with Milwaukee getting an interception. Tulsa had to Milwaukee lost a touchdown opportunity because of staunch defense. And then Tulsa got a missed opportunity for a touchdown with staunch defense. So both teams coming in with staunch defense. Then Milwaukee says, let's put a nail in this coffin and get a TD pass. And they miss the extra point. 20-6. Will it cost them? Well, you know the end result. Anyway, beginning of the fourth quarter, Milwaukee adds to it. Field goal, 23-6. Not looking good for Tulsa. Tulsa fans getting nervous. Immediately, kickoff. They get a touchdown on the kickoff. Special teams fail Milwaukee, making it 23-13, getting them a tad closer than a punt. Tulsa gets a punt, and a staunch defense stops touchdown. Milwaukee gets an interception, takes a lot of time off the clock. Tulsa gets a punt, and a staunch again stops the defense. So they have 3 TDs, 21 points stopped because of staunch defense. And then Milwaukee kneels it down and makes it 23-13, a huge win. And you'll see how that affected the results. A road victory, giving them a road points, which is critical, and against the number 1 seed going into that. Third game of the weekend, Akron into Shreveport. Shreveport last place, Akron. You see what happened. This was a fun game. Shreveport starts out immediately playing how they play, and Shreveport playing how they play at all. Fumble. They start the drive with the game with a fumble, ending a drive. Akron had to punt. Then Shreveport says, all right, we're going to recover. Field goal. Akron comes back immediately with a touchdown pass, and then Shreveport field goal. So 7-6, nice little run of scoring there to end that half. Akron starts the second quarter. I think we're going to start seeing something. Oh no, an interception. Then Shreveport gets an interception. Then Akron gets a field goal, making it 10-6. And then Shreveport has an interception. I'll just tell you, Shreveport had 5 turnovers. And then there's a critical thing that happens later on. 5 turnovers. Akron had 2, so there were 7 turnovers in the game. Let's see. Shreveport had an interception, and Akron got a field goal on it. Then an interception. Akron had a fourth down opportunity and they could not make it. And then that ended the half 10-6. Barely a lead for Akron going in. Not feeling too confident against Shreveport. Shreveport fans are feeling pretty decent, though they're not playing great. So Akron starts it out with a punt. Shreveport gets a touchdown run, taking the lead 10-13. Akron gets the kickoff and fumbles it. Now, this is a huge opportunity here. So they come back, they're getting some steam. Akron fumbles it. Shreveport has a chance to do something. They go for the field goal and they miss. You see the final score of the game there. They miss a field goal. It's really hard to miss a field goal. They miss a field, and they were in great field position. That'll come to bite them. Though, anyway, so Akron punt, a Shreveport touchdown run, making it 10-20. So it's looking good for Shreveport. They're feeling pretty good. Akron gets a field goal. We go into the fourth quarter, 13-20. The Shreveport fans are just holding on. Come on, man. We can beat these Akron Gators. The number 2 seed coming into the season. They were in third, maybe it might have been in second place or third place. But they're not playing up to their potential really in the season, but the Shreveport fans are feeling good. Shreveport gets it and they fumble. And so this is Akron's chance to come back. They're getting nervous. They intercept it. Then Shreveport touchdown pass, 13-27. We got a 14-point game. The clock is not getting ticked off a lot though in the fourth quarter. It's very interesting. Akron has to punt. Shreveport punt. Akron comes in for a touchdown, making it 20-7. Oh, that was for the punt. On the punt return on that, they came back for touchdown. Shreveport's special teams let them down, 20-27. Shreveport punt, CO Akron touchdown run. So Shreveport gets one last opportunity. Akron kicks an onside kick. Akron has I think I think they had run the clock out and they were going to they did an onside kick. So, and Shreveport recovered. So it's like, okay, here, what can Shreveport do? Shreveport fumbles it on the last possession, 27-27. I think Shreveport they felt very good about this. And you'll see it really does. So our first time in the standings makes an interesting difference because they get a point for that. Both teams get a point for that. And Akron, I don't know if I'm giving Akron an extra point for that. For that tie, I don't think I am. Anyway, so our first tie, Akron number 2 against number 8. Not good for Akron, though. That's not good. But it is interesting. We'll see that. And the last game of the week was San Francisco going into Austin. That was terrible. Number 7 going into Austin, the number 4 seed. Anything crazy happened to this? It was 0-7 at the end of the first. There was only 3 drives in the first quarter. How does that work now that I'm looking at the timing? Interesting. Anyway, I guess that's possible. Interesting, but the ticks. Anyway, second quarter, start out Austin immediately touchdown, 0-14, and then we have a touchdown pass again in Austin after a punt, 0-21. San Francisco goes forward gets an extension on fourth down. They take 6 ticks off the clock there, and they get a field goal to end the half, 3-21. So in this game, Austin was looking to really destroy this team, and they would have, because then they would have got and based at 3-21, if that would have continued, they would have had more point differential than the leading Tulsa in point differential. It didn't happen, but it was not looking good for San Francisco at all. Then it just was stalled out. We ended the third quarter at 3-21. It was a punt, a staunch, 2 staunches stop defense, punt. It was all punts and a fumble. Austin finished it with a fumble. It's like, dude, it's very interesting how just every possession in the first half, except for one, no, all of them. I was like, if every possession's a point like they were here, it would have been crazy. The fourth quarter, San Francisco gets a touchdown, making it 10-21. Austin immediately comes back for a field goal, 10-24 to end pretty much that ended the game. Austin fans go home happy somewhat. Let's see how the results ended here. And then we'll look at what kind of some predictions for for the next week. All right, so here we are, week 7 here. We see how the game all turned out here. So let's kind of scroll up and see where we stood at the beginning. So Tulsa and Milwaukee, we had a change of who's in charge here. It's Milwaukee Triangle sitting alone at 6-1, 18 points, 52-point differential. They take the lead in point differential. They take the lead in points. Did they take the lead in offense? They took the lead in. They were already leading in offense, so that didn't change. Tulsa's still no. Austin Maroons have the best defense. So Milwaukee's 4-0 away, so we still have that's our only we only have one undefeated home team, and we have one team that's not won away yet, and that's Shreveport. So Milwaukee gets into first place. Austin stays in third place. Akron stays in fourth. San Francisco Colts stay in fifth. Rhine stays in sixth. Oh yeah, everyone else stays the same. That's interesting. I didn't really realize that. Only one shift in placement. So there you go. Going into week 8, it's quite a separation there. When you really start to look at it, it's like, man, that is separation there. 7-point differential. So yeah, we got to start to get this odd Akron and Shreveport with that 1 point, and that they get that 1 point for the away points. Now we have a guy with 7. They are leading away point right now. Akron is. So well, let's look at the next week's schedule. Rhine is going to go into Shreveport. That should be a victory for Rhine. Maybe hopefully helping them climb the ladder here. It's in Shreveport, and they're 1-1-1 away at home. So who knows? Milwaukee into Austin could be a tight one. They're tight. Austin's supposed to be number 3 preseason, so they really have a better chance. They are going into Austin. Is that going to be a good away point for Milwaukee? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes there. Muncie into Akron. Again, it could be tight. I really wish I had quicker. I could scroll up and see how all these games went in the first half. I think actually, does this just start with the first week here? Let's take a look here. No, it doesn't actually. So Shreveport lost at Rhine, which is not surprising. Yeah, I guess we can just look at that. We know Shreveport lost. And then we got Tulsa going into San Francisco, which should be a win for Tulsa. Going into week 8. Oh, into San Francisco, because San Francisco is 1-3 at home. They're terrible at home. They're 2-5, so they're terrible. But I'm not feeling real bullish on Tulsa right now. So let's. I made I did some looking here, and here are my posts. I should have wish I had these typed out where you could see them, but here's my So here's my end of season predictions. I think Milwaukee's going to come out 11-3 with 15 away points and 33 total points. I think they're going to do that. Tulsa's going to come in second place. They're going to be tied with Austin, both with 30 points. But Tulsa will have 15 away points to get a little bit of that edge there. I didn't figure out like points and who's going to beat who and all that, so this may not work out if you do the math. But so Austin in third. They were preseason 3. So Tulsa would be different. Milwaukee would be different. And then Akron preseason 2 would be coming in at 4th. Really disappointing at 8-5-1 with 9 away points and 25 points total points. And then it's a far separation. Another 13 points away total for San Francisco, who was a predicted 7. Oh, no, hold on. I have to look around here. Oh, so Rhine, predicted preseason 5, will come in 5th. They'll have 15 total points. They'll be 5-9, 6 away points. 6th place will be Shreveport. I predicted 8th place. I think Shreveport, I'm feeling bullish on Shreveport. I don't know why, but I'm saying they're going to come back and they're going to 4-9-1 and have 13 total points. 7th place will be the 7th preseason predicted. Oh boy, 7th seed. San Francisco Colts with 12 points, coming in at 4-10. And finally, Muncie, the predicted preseason 6, will come in at 8 at 3-11 out of 9. So I'm feeling kind of bullish and thing. We'll see what happens here. So your tournament, the very last week of the tournament to fight for those points, would be fighting to only get -1 and not the -2. Would be Muncie going into San Francisco Colts. The fight for 0 points versus the loser getting -1 would be Shreveport going into Rhine. Well, that'll be a tough one. We just did that. I told you they already went in there and lost, and Ryan Shreveport happening again. For the 1 point versus 0 points would be the number 4 Akron Alligators going into the Austin Maroons. And then finally, your championship for 1 point versus the 2 points would be Tulsa into Milwaukee. Tulsa going into Milwaukee to try to regain that preseason first 1 seed that they were really hoping for. So, and I think those games will all be played on neutral ground, and the home team will just be determined by. I think neither team will be a home team. I don't know how that works. I'll have to look at how they do neutral sites. So that's my prediction. We've been on here a long time. We'll talk to you all next week at the end of week 8. See ya.